Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shannon. I am making this my first video and I want to focus on anything books, cozy hobbies, cozy gaming, just lifestyle in general. I am currently 30 weeks pregnant. A lot of my tastes have changed a little bit. Maybe the pregnancy, maybe just me, to be honest. We don't know. My taste in books now, I think that it's changed quite a bit. And it may go back to normal, I'm hoping so, because my main genre is romance. I love me a good romance and romantasy. My favorite book is Ready or Not by Karenina, and the last book that I read that I actually enjoyed was Promise Me Sunshine by Karenina, and it was back in May, I think, so it's been a long while. I've tried to read a couple of other popular books that have come out. Nothing is just grabbing my attention. Like, I just want something with a little more substance, maybe. I have two moods right now. I either want something with like substance that makes me think, that I'm just like, ooh, damn. On the other hand, want something light and fluffy and not quite romance. So here are some of the books that I've gotten so far that have caught my attention and that kind of scratch that itch that I have. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first one I got is The Girls Who Grew Big by Layla Motley. I got it for obvious reasons. Also because I am writing a book for one of my college classes, and I am writing a book on pregnancy and stigmas surrounding pregnancy and what it means to be a college student and also be pregnant at the same time. And it is about a group of teen moms, teenage girls that are pregnant, having a child. They find comfort in each other and they navigate life and their babies and motherhood and girlhood with each other. I'm very excited for it. All Contraire by Alona Williams, and look at this cover. I got it because of the cover, and it is giving early 2000s Barbie vibes, and I am so here for it. Barbies are like my comfort movies, so I was like, yes please. On the YA genre, we're gonna continue with now Ireen Chau. So this one just came out in May. It's called To Soy a Soul, and she has illustrations throughout her books that I think is so charming, and they are kind of like low stakes but adventurous, and just I love the cover art. I haven't read it yet, but I really want to. Also by Ireen Chau is this series. There's another book in the series coming out next year, but we have The Herb Witch's Apprentice and The Herb Witch's Princess. Again, look at these covers, absolutely gorgeous. She does have more illustrations inside of her books here too. It just makes me feel like I'm reading a children's book, which I don't know, it's just scratching my brain right now. A little bit different is Isabel Allende's The House of Spirits, La Casa de los Espíritus. I think I read this one in Spanish a while ago, but I want to pick it up and read it again in English. This is not something that I usually go for because I feel like Isabel Allende usually writes family drama, family trauma, and all these things, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want that. Okay, now starting on the dark path. This is Nightshade by Autumn Woods, and I've actually read another book by her. It was her debut novel, Evergreen, and I loved it. It was a romantasy, and there was magic, and it was smutty, and it just checked off all my boxes. I read it in 2023. Yeah, 2023. So I am excited to get into it. You know, it has like all the mystery, the murder, and the like little romance here and there, the secrets, the cliffhangers, and again, that's what I need right now. So now my newest obsession, Rebecca F. Kuang. I love you. I love you. I started reading Babel. a little bit over 2 weeks ago, and I never thought to pick up Babel before because I'm just like, I don't think I'm smart enough to understand this book. But boy, was I wrong. This book is magical, and I mean that in like literally every sense of the word. It is tragic, it is sad, it is heartbreaking. It talks about racism, classism, stereotypes. I am about halfway through and I loved it. I love it so much I decided to buy the rest of her stuff. So I ended up getting the Poppy War trilogy, also the UK covers, because I like the clean white look of them better than the colors of the US, but I think I might also get the US covers. This is supposed to wreck my heart and break it and shatter it and step on it, and I welcome it all. I'm so here for it. Also on the R.F. Kuang train, we have Catabasis, another book that's kind of intimidating to me because she writes beautifully, and she is such an intellectual, and I'm a little tiny bit intimidated because I feel like I might not be smart enough for this book, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Another book that I never thought I would pick up, but now it's just scratching my brain just right. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I mean, I don't have to say much. A bunch of people have already read this. I'm just really late to the game. I already started annotating some of it. I don't really have a system for annotating. I just annotate, highlight, underline, write what I like. So, but yeah, I can't wait to get more into it when I finish Babel. Another book that's intimidating, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I don't know who I even heard talking about this book, but I was like, huh, interesting. And then I saw that there is an adaptation from the early 2010s, maybe late 2000s. I don't know, but there's an adaptation and I want to watch it, but I want to read the book first. And I'm very excited for it, but I'm also very intimidated because this book is like 850 pages and I'm scared. But we'll read this bad boy before the end of the year. And then last but not least, another book I thrifted. I think that somebody didn't give it back in their library. Sorry. But this is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. And it is a fantasy book. Maybe has a romance subplot, but it's about the Queen of Hearts, and I just want to read it. It just scratches my brain again with like the children's theme. I don't know what it is, but I'm just there. Like this is it for me. And also it came just like this with no dust jacket, and I love it. And now for books that I've added to my TBR, also in the same genre, I've added Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I think it's a sci-fi mystery thriller about a guy that wakes up in space, ? But I've heard a lot of good things, and as I've heard people say, this definitely changed my whole entire view on sci-fi, and I want to read it. The Handmaid's Tale. I want to read it because I want to watch the show, and I mean, it's very relevant to the current climate right now, so yeah. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Again, another book that was never in my TBR, and now all of a sudden I'm just like, yeah, that's my cup of tea. I want to read it before I watch the show on Prime Video. Clytemnestra? ? I definitely butchered that. By Constanza Casati. It's a book that was recommended because I read Circe, and I really liked Circe. I love the female rage in Circe, the power, the isolation. If this has the same vibes, I'm gonna read it 100%. 1984. I have never read this book before. Like, I know this book has been out since like the beginning of time, and I have never read this book before. So I want to read it. Again, goes with the current climate of the world. Another book in the dark academia theme, Nine Tails by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know. I like it. I like the cover. I like what it entails. The second book with the bunny kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna read that, but we could start with Ninth House for sure. I have never known men. I mean, I know a lot of girlies like this one, so we never really know men, so I agree. If We Were Villains by Emma Rio, another one. Like, I think I may have started to read If We Were Villains something like maybe 2 years ago, and I was like, Shakespeare, I don't know. So like I soft DNF'd it, but right now I'm like, this is scratching my brain. Yes, yes. So yeah, I mean, I am very excited to get into all of these reads. They're usually not something that I would go for, like I said before, but I think that it'll do me good to step away from the romance genre a little bit. I felt like it's been very saturated lately, and I think this is just the palate cleanser that I need, but it also just maybe my taste is changing, so we will see. And that is all. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you next time. Bye.